Previously, on the Bracelet. She walked into Burger King and got publicly humiliated. Then a stranger locked eyes with her, said everything would be okay, and snapped a bracelet onto her wrist. Seconds later, the woman turned to bones, then dust. They called it a gas leak, said it was all in her head. But now, when she touched someone, the truth came out, whether they wanted it to or not. Chapter 2. The Ride. T-Rod stood up so fast the couch let out a tired squeak. "Okay then," he said, already grabbing his keys off the counter. Alicia blinked. "Okay then what?" He didn't look at her, just checked his pockets, phone, wallet, keys. "All right, let's test it out." She stared at him. "Test what out?" Then her voice dropped. "Are you smoking that shit, bruh? I said I want this thing off, not run experiments." T-Rod finally turned to Alicia with a straight face. "Sis, Myron and Donnie been missing." Her irritation stalled. Just a second. "It's been weeks," he said. "Nobody's heard from them. No calls, no dumb posts, nothing." He stepped closer, his voice lower now. "I need to find my boys." Alicia rubbed her forehead. "And what has this got to do with that?" She lifted her wrist, the bracelet catching the light like it was listening. "I don't know," he admitted. "But that dude just walked out my house like you flipped a switch." "Please." She exhaled hard, long, tired. "This is moving too fast," she said. "And you know I don't like fast. This watch thing just happened like 15 minutes ago. I'm still trying to breathe." T-Rod nodded, already halfway to the door. "But whatever," she muttered, following him. "Let's ride." The Infiniti QX60 sat in the driveway like it ain't belong in this part of the neighborhood. Fresh paint gleaming silver under the streetlights, chrome shining like it had a personal vendetta against dust. Alicia stopped at the passenger door, folded her arms, and gave T-Rod the kind of look only a sister could. "Who you robbed for this?" she asked flatly. T-Rod laughed like she was the funniest comedian alive, hopping into the driver's seat and pressing the push start. The engine purred, smooth and expensive, and he leaned back like he'd just won a championship. "Girl, this me. Big boy purchase. Stop hating." Alicia slid into the seat anyway, running her hand across the leather. The smell of a new car wrapped around her nose. And as much as she wanted to keep roasting him, she couldn't deny it was nice. Big boy purchased my ass. Somebody missing their whole paycheck right now." He smirked at her, pulled out the driveway, and tapped the dash. 2026 Lux, baby. Look at the lights. Look how quiet she rides. You think I'm playing?" Alicia muttered, but her eyes lingered out the window. For a few blocks, they rode in silence, just the hum of the car and the occasional whoosh of another vehicle passing by. Then, T-Rod cleared his throat like a cop about to start an interrogation. "Aight, start from the top." Alicia glanced at him. "The top of what?" "The Burger King, sis. I need details. Why Alina acting like that? Why did that lady pop up out of nowhere? Who all was there? Did anybody follow you when you left? Don't leave nothing out." She stared at him. "Boy, you sound like you work for CSI Miami. What do you think? I was trying to take notes after watching a bitch fall to dust." "Nah, but your memory good enough. Run it back." Alicia sighed, leaned against the seat, and started recounting it. The way Alina had rolled her eyes, her co-worker laughing, the spill, the mysterious lady sliding her the bracelet like it was nothing, then crumbling into dust right there in front of everybody. She talked with her hands, describing the lady's hair, her calm smile, the way she said, "It's going to be okay," right before she disintegrated. T-Rod's knuckles tightened on the wheel, but he kept interrupting with his half-serious, half-joking commentary. So, she was fine? Like Beyonce fine? Or like church mother who still got it fine? T, shut up. I'm trying to get the picture. You say mid-30s, that's prime. T, the woman literally turned to ash in front of my face. And you worried about her prime? He chuckled. Hey, I gotta cover all bases. Then his face straightened. And you sure nobody followed you when you left? Alicia thought back. Nah, people was looking, whispering, but no. Alina ain't say nothing, though. Just kept staring at my wrist like I was weird or something. That made him raise an eyebrow. Your own sister didn't speak up to that lil bitch? Not a word. He drummed his fingers on the steering wheel. Weird. Exactly. They drove a little longer in silence before T-Rod leaned back, grinning like he'd solved a puzzle. Man, we can use this shit. Alicia snapped her head at him. Use it? Use what? This thing is cursed, T. It's stuck to my arm. I can't take it off. You ain't see what happened to that woman. Yeah, but you ain't turning to dust, so clearly it chose you. I don't want this shit to choose me. I want it off. Nah, sis. Think about it. He glanced at her, eyes lit up with schemes. You touch somebody, they spill in truth. That's power. Alicia shook her head, rolling her eyes. Here we go. Don't start. Alicia cut him off. Nah, listen. Last week Trey came by looking for Donnie and Myron, right? Talking about Myron trying to holler at his old lady. Now I know who really tapping her, but that ain't my business. Anyway, I told him Myron wasn't on that. Myron is in love with Lil Mama. She's pregnant and he about to propose. That's facts. But next thing I know, ain't nobody seen Donnie or Myron in 3 days. Poof, gone. Alicia groaned. And what the hell that got to do with me? What it got to do with you. This bracelet gon' tell us what happened. Trey moving funny, his old lady still around, but I need to know what's really going on. I can't just let my dog disappear like that. So, you want me to go touching random people, risking my life for some hood soap opera? Yes. T, you stupid as hell. He smirked, eyes back on the road. Maybe, but you go and thank me when this start paying off. Alicia sat back, rubbing the bracelet, feeling it pulse faintly under her fingers. She didn't want it, didn't trust it. But as T-Rod kept talking, she realized something. He wasn't gonna let this go. And deep down, neither was she. The Infinity slid into the busted-up parking lot in front of the Blue Store, headlights flashing across the usual crowd. Dudes hanging, 3 deep on the milk crates, and a couple aunties in slippers cussing at somebody inside for raising the price on the Newport 100s. T-Rod leaned back, one hand on the wheel, grinning at his sister. You know who we need for this? They call him Shot, short for Shorty. Shotgun know something. Lil bruh stay plugged in. He see everything. Alicia squinted at the front of the store. Shot? The one who looks like a meth head? T-Rod barked out a laugh, slapping the steering wheel. Don't do my dog like that. Shot solid. He just slim built. Slim built my ass? That's all that crack? Before T-Rod could clap back, Shot appeared like he'd just been summoned. Skinny as hell, oversized t-shirt hanging off him like it belonged to somebody 3 times his size, eyes bright and darting everywhere. He had a half-empty Arizona in one hand and a plastic bag full of who knows what in the other. "Hey, T-Rod!" Shot yelled, already speed-walking toward the Infinity. "Boy, I see you sliding clean on them things, okay? New whip alert!" T-Rod rolled down the window, throwing up a hand. "Yes, sir, yes, sir. You see it? New year, new me, boy." Shot leaned into the passenger side, his neck jerking quick like a pigeon. "Leather seats?" Nah, you stuntin', bruh. I don't even want to touch nothing, might leave a print, he joked. Bruh, T-Rod cut straight in. What you know about Donnie and Myron? T-Rod's eyes were staring into Shot's soul. Shot blinked, then looked between T-Rod and Alicia, sniffed once, twice. Myron? Donnie? Nah, I ain't seen them boys, not this week. Matter of fact, not since... Hold up. Nah, let me think. He tapped his temple, then snapped his fingers. Last I saw Myron, he was pushing that lil gray Malibu up 19th, looking stressed like his baby mama calling him back to back. But Donnie? Ghost. Gone. Puff. Ain't nobody seen him. Alicia leaned over. So basically, you don't know nothing. Shot squinted at her, smirk crooked. Who you, Queen Investigator? I said what I said. Myron was moving like something heavy was on his mind. But Donnie, he ducked off. T-Rod sat back, rubbing his chin. All right. Good looking out, Shot. Shot wagged a finger like he was giving gospel. But if you really want to know what's what, check Camilla. She the one who getting fed from both sides. If you catch my drift, she always knows something. She said she copped some bad beans yesterday, too. And it might have been from Donnie. Camilla? Alicia repeated, wrinkling her nose. Shot laughed, a high, jittery laugh. Yes, sir. Camilla don't miss nothing. The girl twitch more than a pit bull in a thunderstorm, but her mouth stay running. She gon' tell you something, long as you grease her palm first. T-Rod reached over and tapped Alicia's shoulder like, see, I told you. Bet. Appreciate you, Shot. Shot clapped his hands together. No doubt, fam, and let me hold $1 to get a drink before I slide. Before he could finish, Alicia dug into her purse, pulled out a wrinkled one, and shoved it through the window. Here, for being a community snitch. Shot cackled, snatched it, and backed up. Community snitch, I'll take that. Y'all be safe, you hear? He darted off toward the corner like a squirrel on espresso. As soon as he was gone, Alicia side-eyed her brother. This, who you trust, skinny McFast talk? T-Rod grinned, pulling the Infinity out the lot. Sis, trust me, Shot ain't never steered me wrong. Now, Camilla, that's a whole different headache. The Infinity crept down a side street, neon from the corner store buzzing overhead. Alicia sat low in her seat, watching clusters of people on the block like she was peering into another world. T-Rod pulled up slowly, smirking. There she go, old Fiend Queen herself. Camilla was pacing outside the laundromat, scratching her neck, jerking her head every 2 seconds like she was keeping rhythm with a song only she could hear. Her crop top was half-zipped, jeans hanging loose on her hips, and her acrylics were chipped down to nubs. She spotted the Infinity and lit up like a slot machine jackpot. Aye, T-Rod, look at you, boy. She sashayed up to the car, twitching mid-stride. New whip? Let me get a ride, baby. I ain't gonna steal nothing, I promise. Alicia folded her arms. T-Rod leaned over the steering wheel, smirking. Camilla, what's up? We looking for Donnie. Or Myron. Heard you might have seen one of them. Camilla tilted her head back and laughed, the sound sharp and empty. Ooh, you asking me for something? Boy, you know I don't never talk for free. She held up 2 fingers. 20. 20 what? Alicia asked, flat out. Camilla popped her gum. $20, baby. You know what it is. Knowledge got a price tag, and I'm the baddest plug in the city. She tapped her temple with one long nail, twitching hard. Everything runs through me, T-Rod chuckled, shaking his head. See? I told you, sis. Camilla always trying to finesse. Always. Alicia sighed. So you want us to pay you just to open your mouth? Camilla leaned in the window so close, her perfume and musty smoke hit Alicia's nose. Sugar, everybody pays me to open my mouth. She winked.
We got the best. Best of it. We got got the best stories on the block.